Exploring horse lameness, effective shoe adjustments, and farrier-veterinary collaboration.
Nod, but it's not a getting off the weight, it's an advancing the leg. And I found that I knew this was a problem. I found out that if I will, and I was doing flexions, I knew this was a problem. I had a trainer I could not convince of it. So we were riding the horse and doing flexions. And when flexing the leg, typically we're trying to evoke a lameness, trying to make something worse to give us an idea of where we need to look. I went all through the lower limb. That didn't change him at all. And so I did, okay, I'm gonna do a shoulder extension. And we did that shoulder extension, and this horse, I mean, was lame as he could be with every step, throwing up his head. We did that shoulder extension, and then the rider took off with him, and that horse was dead letter perfect for about halfway around the circle. And then he started doing the limping again. Come back, he was sore as he could be. I stretched that out again. The pain went away, and then it came back. Once we got, and I worked with a farrier, he thought I was nuts. And he told me, he said, "You're not talking farrier. You're talking something else, and me and you are not communicating." That comes back to the farrier-veterinary relationship. He and I, I was saying one thing and he was understanding me to be saying something else. And we finally worked our way through it and changed that horse's shoeing just a tiny little bit, of moving that breakover point from where it was twisted to the inside and then lined up with the apex of the frog to moving that breakover to where it lined up with the frog stay. And that horse completely resolved that lameness. And that's when I started really realizing, boy, we have such an immense effect on the nervous system. And it's not just that, it's also in their back. I see so many horses, if that bony column in alignment in right and you've got a long breakover and everything's running down under, they're going to be sore in their back, across their withers, and that sort of thing. And getting everything lined up and back, and that's where the art of the farrier. My feeling has always been, I'm going to provide some science here. I'm going to give you x-rays. I'm going to give you everything I can so you can image what you've got there so that you can do your artistic work of putting that back in alignment. And so, like I said, it's an absolutely critical relationship that we have. And I get it, you know, farriers go, that idiot's never put a shoe on in and they're absolutely right. I've not put a shoe on in my life.